Greetings and welcome to Be One Love Spirituality in a Modern World. Keep in mind that the first particle is what nutrition are you putting into your mind? That is the mental body. Number two, what nutrition are you putting into your physical body? That is particle number three. Everything is made up of particles on Earth, above Earth, in different dimensions, in different galaxies. It's all about particles. It's all a number sequence. Number three particle is the third body of being, is the emotional body of being. What nutrition are you putting into the emotional body of being? The fourth particle is the spirit. What nutrition are you putting into your spirit? For the body, you basically need to eat what the body wants, not what the ego wants. You eat what the body needs, not what the ego wants. Because if you ignore what the body needs, you in then turn get sick. I've fallen off the nutrition wagon a few times because I've gotten like 3 different cancers in my life. And this is what happens when you fall off the nutritional wagon. The nutritional wagon consists of what nutrition you're putting in your mind, what nutrition are you putting in your body, what nutrition are you putting in your emotion, what nutrition are you putting in your spirit. So the 4 bodies of being create the core of being, which is the soul. The soul is the teacher to the spirit that is the student. The spirit is the teacher to the human that is the student. In order to stay balanced in the physical body, there are particles of, you want traces of minerals and vitamins in the nutrition you're putting into your physical body. It's not about calories and protein and all that yada yada. It is about the minerals and vitamins that are the most essential and crucial for sustaining, happy life. You could conquer anything when your nutrition is at its peak. In my Oatmeal Loaded, I'm giving a breakdown because people seem to get a bit confused. What is the breakdown of nutrition? Now keep in mind, in the 1800s, the United States was the #1 healthiest state in the world. In 1980, guess what? We've dropped 80% of the healthiest nation in the world. Only 20%. That's pretty sad, folks, when we have plenty of everything, but people don't understand the concept of nutrition. The government will give you a pyramid of particular types of foods. Well, a lot of people have allergies. Allergies pertain to histamine intolerant because you have certain foods have high histamine, and the high histamine is created because you have blockages either in your mind, your emotion, your body, or your spirit. In order to understand the nutritional value of what you're giving to yourself, remember, be good to yourself. It's a heavy load. Me, myself, and I, it's a heavy load to take care of. So you must take care of this first. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Why does your butt want to be laying in the hospital? Seriously, is that really going to help anybody? No. So think about the nutrition. The nutrition in vegan lifestyle is a plant-based lifestyle. Vegans eat plant-based foods. Vegan is a lifestyle. In your vegan lifestyle, you must have 1, vegetables, 2, fruits, 3, nuts, 4, grains, 5, herbs, 6, seeds. You must have all 6 categories in each meal that you eat. It's the same when you're doing feng shui. There are 5 elements in 9 rooms. You must have all 5 elements in each room to stay balanced. Air, earth, fire, water is the Western Hemisphere of Earth is 4 elements. You got the Western Native American, all that good jazz, air, earth, fire, water. When you're in the Eastern Hemisphere of the Earth, it is air, earth, fire, water, wood. There are 5 elements. You must have all 5 elements in each room to have balance. That balance, it doesn't matter if it's a candle or whatever, it's a color, whatever, it doesn't matter. All 5 elements in each room will help to balance the mental body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body. It's pretty simple when you learn what particles you need in your life. Me, myself, and I, it's a heavy load. And just as a side note, you might want to get, when I start my videos, you might want to get a piece of paper and a pencil, because you can either subtract or add to this depending upon, yes, my friends, what zodiac sign you are. World astrology. In Western astrology, I am Gemini air. Air is the element. In the Eastern Hemisphere of Earth, I am, in Chinese, I am the water rabbit. In the Mayan astrology, I'm the lizard. In the Australian, I am the seahorse. So each Native American, I'm the deer people. So in each zodiac sign, you have an element. That element needs to stay balanced in your mind, your emotion, your physical, and your spiritual. So for today's session in vegan lifestyle and plant-based foods, I am 90% vegan. That is 4 days a week. 1 day I am non-vegan, non-vegetarian. That's all out. My Friday evening, fun-filled finger foods. You know, hamburgers, pizza, whatever, right? You don't want to forget where it came from. And then on the weekends, it's vegetarian. And vegetarian is plant-based foods with animal byproducts, which is your butter, your cheeses, your milks, all that kind of stuff. I still don't do that, but I do honey, and honey is an animal byproduct. So you have the animal byproducts. Yeah, I'm gonna eat hamburger bun like once every 6 months. So you just don't overdo it. You keep it balanced. Now, my oatmeal loaded, I have my 6 categories. You must have your vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, herbs, and seeds all in one meal. This is trace minerals, trace vitamins. I'm eating this 6 days a week. So I'm getting everything, potassium, everything, every single day. But they're traces, which is very minuscule amount. Now, my oatmeal loaded for seeds, we have chia seeds, magnesium, phosphorus, copper, selenium, iron, magnesium, manganese, and calcium. Flaxseed is magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, copper, vitamin B1. Sesame seeds are vitamin B6, vitamin E, iron, zinc, copper, selenium. Your bulk of oatmeal loaded is your herbs, which is antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. Lavender, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, and iron. And these are dried herbs. I don't do fresh herbs because I want them to last for a couple of years. Chamomile, antioxidant, potassium, calcium, carotene, folate, cinnamon, calcium, iron, magnesium, iron, phosphorus, potassium, vitamin A. Astragalus, Astragalus, and elderberry, vitamin A, potassium, vitamin C, folate, calcium, iron, lemon balm, vitamin C, vitamin B, slippery elm, beta carotene, iron, selenium, calcium, zinc, potassium, magnesium, vitamin B, magnesium, tannius, phosphorus, vitamin C. Slippery elm is also good for dandruff. We got elderflower. Elderberry is vitamin A, potassium, vitamin C, folate, calcium, and iron. Licorice herb, potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, zinc. Orange. And yes, you can dry out your oranges so you'll have the inside of the orange and the skins. And yes, you cut up the skins, you eat the skins, okay? I used to work for Primate Foundation of Arizona. I was a primate caretaker, and I watched the chimpanzees eat these vegetables and fruits whole. They didn't take the skin off. No, they ate the banana skins, they ate the orange skins. Now, these are big animals, and they're vegetarians. What to tell you, folks? You don't need all that meat. The orange is calcium, potassium, and thiam. Cleavers, flavonoids, vitamin B1, alkaloids, calendula, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B, echinacea, vitamin C, beta carotene, flavonoids, selenium, zinc, lemongrass, calcium, potassium, magnesium, manganese, iron, vitamin A, vitamin C, folate, niacin. Marshmallow herb, vitamin A, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, vitamin C, oxygen, calcium, iron, potassium, and magnesium. Plantain, which have more everything than your bananas. Plantain, magnesium, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin B. Turmeric, vitamin C, vitamin B6, magnesium, iron, potassium, fiber, omega-3. And you have herbs. Now I take the hibiscus flowers and I take the white tea bags. So the white tea, I boil it and I make for 12 tea bags and a handful of the hibiscus flowers. I boil that and then I make 2 gallons of hibiscus white tea for the week combo. Now, your black tea is for when you're younger, your green tea is when you're older, white tea is less processed, so it's for over the age of 60. So, the hibiscus flowers is calcium, phosphorus, iron, niacin, vitamin C, riboflavin. White tea has antioxidants. Wheatgrass, vitamin A, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B8, B12. Vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, iron, magnesium, calcium, beta carotene, phosphorus, all 9 amino acids, 13 to 16 essential amino acids. Moringa, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, vitamin C, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, zinc, amino acids. Antioxidants are compounds that fight aging and disease. So your herbs and your oatmeal loaded are fantastic for your internals and your externals, your skin external. Camellia spirulina. Camellia has omega-3, vitamin A, riboflavin, iron, zinc. Spirulina is thiam and copper, and those two together are basically your omega-3s, seaweed. Glucosamine and chondroitin helps with joints and cartilage, and anti-inflammatory, helps with osteoarthritis. Cocoa powder, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin B1, B2, B3, vitamin C, vitamin E, pantothenic, pantothenic acids. Then you have your fruits. Now you got to switch it up. You don't want the same thing all the time because it gets boring. So I put, a couple of these are always raisins, iron, potassium, copper, B6, and magnesium. Cran raisins, vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin E, vitamin K1, copper. Apricots, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin E, beta carotene, potassium, lutein, Lutein. And the other one will spell it Zeaxanthin. So yeah, it's all good stuff. Coconut, of course, these are all dried fruits, so dried coconut. Magnesium, copper, selenium, phosphorus, potassium, and iron. Dates, potassium, magnesium, vitamin C, calcium, folate, vitamin B6, magnesium, vitamin K, thiamine, and zinc, riboflavin. Now for the for the fruits, you automatically are going to put raisins, cran raisins, apricots, dates. Let's say you eliminate coconut. Next week you're going to chop up an apple and put that in. Or not an apple, you eliminate an apple and you're going to put mangoes, dried mangoes. So you're going to have five fruits. Now for your vegetables, you're going to have the same. These are my dried vegetables. I dry my dark leafy greens, and I have a vegetable then for 2 years instead of 2 weeks. So you got your kale, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin B6, vitamin C, calcium, potassium, copper, magnesium. Excuse me. Collard greens, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, vitamin K, iron, vitamin B6, magnesium. Carrots, vitamin C, calcium, iron, biotin, vitamin K1, potassium, vitamin B6. Here we go with this word again. Lutein, Lutein. And then garlic is dried. Garlic is powder. Magnesium, vitamin B6, vitamin C, selenium, fiber, trace calcium, trace copper, trace potassium, and trace iron. And your ginger, of course, is powder. It is vitamin C, magnesium, and potassium. Now, for your vegetables, they're dried and put together. Your kale and collards, you're going to put them together, and you're going to put a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons into your pan. Your carrots, about a handful. Your garlic, 1 tablespoon. Your ginger, 1 tablespoon. Alright, then you have your herbs, which I already told you about. And then your seeds. So for your seeds are all put together. All mixed together. You're going to put a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of seeds in your pan with your fruits, veggies, and everything else. So remember, your veggies are basically tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Your fruits are basically 1 handful. That's how you measure. So you're going to have 2 handfuls of apricots, 2 handfuls of raisins, 2 handfuls of coconut, 2 handfuls of cran raisins, 2 handfuls of dates. Alright, then your herbs. Now, your herbs are the basics are building your immune system. This is the whole point and matter of why Oatmeal Loaded came into existence years ago. Years ago, I started on the desert sage herbs. I got the, 4 ounces or whatever, immune boost tea, cold and flu tea, and soothe me tea. So these are the 3 teas. Years later, I get all the ingredients from these teas. I then mix them together, and I do 2 tablespoons in my pan with my seeds and my fruits and my veggies and my herbs. So you're getting vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, herbs, and seeds. You want all of this pack-a-punch first meal of the day. Now the only difference is that you can add a spice or not. Now for me, garam masala is the spice that comes from India. Served in India dishes full spices of, and it contains cinnamon, mace, peppercorn, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, cardamom pods, are toasted in a pan and released flavors, then ground into a powder. That is my only spice, and with that, it's really like potent. If it's hotter than ketchup, it's hot. I do very little pepper, you know, like 1/16 of a teaspoon. This is very little. For the garam masala, I add 1 teaspoon to my pan. Now, after you've got all of your 6 ingredients, you put 7 cups of water, 1 cup of 7 cups of water, 1 cup of oats. Cook it for 25 minutes on medium heat, and then turn it off. So you're going to cook all of these ingredients for 20 minutes. You're stirring a few times. Then you're going to add 1 cup of oats. You stir that, that takes about 5 minutes. And you turn it off, let it cool, put it in your container, pop it in your fridge. You want to eat vitamins and minerals. Traces. As time goes by, blockages will start getting released. You must release, which I do, and it takes time to learn how to do this. You must release the blockages in your mind, in your body, in your emotion, and in your spirit. Every 24 hours, these blockages must be released. The world meditates at 4 a.m. So, start your meditation. I do Om meditation. Om is the first word of God. You can find that on YouTube. You listen to that, do your deep breathing. Your deep breathing basically comes from your diaphragm, which is below your rib cage. You can put your hand there so you can see exactly what's going on. When you're doing a deep breathing, it's in your nose and your diaphragm comes out. Your chest does not move. You're not breathing through your lungs. You're breathing through your diaphragm. You breathe in through your nose, your diaphragm comes out. This is called a deep breath. And you do it slowly because you don't want to become hyperventilated. Because you're going to do this a whole 5 minutes. And the better you get at it, the more you could do deep breathing hours. This is a meditative state. Because you're relaxing all the particles within your being, your internal and your external. You're relaxing these into serenity, tranquility, balance. So your in-breath is so you could do a deep breath for a few times and then you do it regular because you're learning to regulate your breathing. Every 24 hours, you must eliminate the energies in your mind, your body, your emotion, and your spirit. Every 24 hours, because it is a new day. You have been recreated, rebirthed, and reincarnated each and every day. Now when you're doing this, I play the Om music. I also have my candles. and depending upon your astrology sign as to what aromatherapy you're using, and Gemini is lavender. So I got my lavenders going on. I have my crystals because they're radiating energy. They're help clearing the air. They're help clearing the internal and external being of self. You have the crystals. I'm burning the white candles in the white hemisphere of Earth. White is pure, cleanse. And in the eastern hemisphere, white is death. And death is not a bad thing. Death is basically your changing gears. You're changing the frequencies. Death of a situation. Death of a behavioral pattern. So it is not a physical death. It is a death within your atmosphere. Remember, you must learn the fundamental mechanics. Fundamental is the building blocks of something, your belief system. The mechanics is how something works. So you must learn the fundamental mechanics of your human behavioral patterns. Pretty simple, overwhelming in the beginning, but as the years flow by, you will start to see the patterns because you want balance, serenity, and tranquility within your mind, body, emotion, spirit, and all of your four bodies of being daily. This must be cleansed. So I've got the candles, I got the aromatherapy. You do your deep breathing, then you do your meditative breathing with the music, because you want to make sure that you're getting hear, see, feel, all the five senses. Eyes, see, hear, touch, all the five senses. And when you hear, you have the human ears, or you hear the vibrations of rhythmic rhythms of the universe, and that's how you then create cosmic consciousness. This is 5 levels. You see with human eyes, but then you see the vibrations of energy, particles that you are creating, and it's coming back to you, and that's called karma. So you learn the different levels. It's 2 different levels, and in the 2 different levels of the human 5 senses, you learn how to keep balance in internal and external landscape. Your internal is what you are giving to self, how it will regulate through your behavioral patterns in order to balance in this lifetime. Part of that balance is, once again, you must have all 6 categories in whatever food you eat. Start making your list. What days am I vegan? What days am I vegetarian? What days am I non-vegan or non-vegetarian? What are the days? So that you can learn to relax and enjoy life on those particular days, on what it is that you want to eat. Remember, nutrition is all about what your body needs, not what the ego wants. Life is love. Love is life. Blessings from Reverend Lewis. I thank you for your support.